Tiffany in a rambling Facebook video nearly 90 minutes long. She posted that as she's facing more trouble.
She and her boyfriend are being evicted from the house they rent in Dalton. Together, the couple makes more than $300,000, according to public payroll records. But their landlord says they're not paying the rent. She talked with Dane Placco.
Initially, I didn't want to go on camera, but right now I feel like I'm at wit's end. I have nowhere else to turn.
No. Janetta Hull says she considered Tiffany Henyard a friend and even did campaign work for the Dalton mayor and Thornton Township supervisor. But things changed in 2021 when she was about to rent out this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home she owns in Dalton to a family and got a late-night call from the mayor.
And she's like, "Hey, this is Mayor Henyard." And I'm like, "Hi." And then she's like, "I heard that you were renting your house." And I said, "Yeah." And I said, I have somebody that's moving in soon. And she says, "No, they can't move in because I want it." And I'm like, "Excuse me?"
Feeling pressured, Hull says she agreed to rent the house to Henyard and her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, who holds a 6-figure job at the township. Henyard signed the original lease, and on the line asking about her job.
You see here, she only put mayor for employment.
Henyard makes nearly $300,000 as mayor and township supervisor, but is the focus of an ongoing FBI investigation for extravagant spending, questionable contracts, and using tax dollars for personal gain. Hull says things started to unravel this summer when she was forced to raise the rent by $200 to $2,400 a month because her property taxes went up again.
So with that, I had to equate that into the rent, and Kamal said that he couldn't afford it.
She says Henyard and Woods refused to pay the extra rent in August, then stopped paying altogether. Did they pay for September?
No.
Did they pay for October?
No.
That's why you're trying to get them removed?
Yes.
Hull says not only are the couple thousands of dollars behind in rent, but they also changed the locks and garage door code, so she can't get inside.
If I push and go over there with the locksmith and try to change them back, I think that she's going to probably have me arrested.
So Hull went to court and filed an eviction lawsuit against Henyard and Woods. But Cook County sheriffs have tried and failed to serve that suit, both at the home and Village Hall. Now Hull is paying a process server to track one of them down. What position does this put you in?
A very hard position. I'm between a rock and a hard place. I haven't worked in several months, and I am fearful that I may lose the house.
She says Henyard blocked her months ago, but with all the controversy surrounding Henyard's spending of tax dollars, she wants to send the mayor a message.
At some point, you would have to understand that karma is going to catch up to you. Just pay your rent.
She says even if Henyard and her boyfriend come up with that money, she still wants them out of her house, which is on a month-to-month lease. We reached out to the couple and Henyard's criminal defense attorney, but so far have not received a response.
Hey, how y'all doing? I missed you guys. Feel like it's been a minute since I did a live, right? Yeah. Y'all know it's election time, so I just want to point that out. Let me give a shout out to my team. Make sure you go in the Village of Dalton, just so y'all understand and know what's going on. Make sure you go vote. Early voting started on Monday, February 10th through February 24th. And it's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Make sure you go to Calumet City Library location or South Suburban College. Make sure you punch 1 for yours truly, your super mayor, Tiffany A. Henyard, the people's mayor. And then please support my team as well, because I need a team in order to succeed, of course. Other than that, I have the same show that's going on currently. My team is Tanika Hughes for clerk, punch 4. And then my board of trustees that I'm supporting is Jocelyn King, Vanessa Westco, and Miss Linda Terrell. That's punch 9, 10, and 11. That's my entire slate. So make sure you go and support our team. Again, I am #1 on the ballot. I'm at the top, punch 1 for Mayor Tiffany Henyard, because I always put on for my city. All right, y'all, I just want to throw that out there. The polls are open. February 25th is election day. So if you cannot make it for whatever reason within this 2-week span, make sure you pull up, show out, get out, and make sure you vote. it makes sure no matter what, you exercise your right to vote. A lot of people don't understand how important that is for elections. Also, Riverdale has a race too. They have a primary, so do Calumet City. I am supporting Michael Smith over in Riverdale. Make sure you go vote for him. He is running for trustee. I don't want to get his number wrong, but I think he's at the top of his ballot as well for trustee. And then his slate of team. I don't know them by heart, but I just want to point that out that I am supporting them. For Calumet City, I am supporting JR Ticket. So that's with Anyota Figs. Make sure you go and support that ticket as well. So all my support, all my base that's over in Calumet City, make sure you pull up for those individuals, JR's ticket, and make sure my Riverdale base, make sure you support Michael Smith's ticket. And then my Dome base, you know, support your mayor, your super mayor. I've been there since 2013 as a trustee. I did 2 terms as a trustee, and this is my first term as mayor. I became the first female mayor in Dalton in 2021. Just give you a little educational background, because as I was saying, let me educate you. So now you know. But please do research before you vote, because a lot of people got a lot of misinformation out there, and I always do the lives to clear it up, because a lot of people don't know what's going on. You're going to fake news, fake blogs, stuff like that that don't matter. People doing clicks and views just because, and that's how they make their money, unfortunately, for those that don't understand how the YouTuber and the bloggers are doing. Unfortunately, today we had a board meeting. And this is our regular scheduled board meeting. No, I did not show up to that board meeting. I am here, as you can see, in office, in the building, due to security concerns. When I got here, the room was loaded with all these individuals, all these fake bloggers, fake wannabe, get clicks and views off me. And I was not going to be under scrutiny as it relates to somebody having a weapon or having something in the building. Because the last meeting, when all that went down, guys, somebody brought a knife into the building. Like, did y'all know that? No, because the fake news didn't tell y'all that, nor did they show y'all that. So I was not going to put myself in jeopardy of being attacked or anything of that nature. Just to give you a little history. Last week, the trustees had moved the meeting from downstairs to upstairs when I said we should do Zooms, because it was just so hostile, right? So they moved it upstairs, so they call it a special meeting, when we had a meeting all along here for today. When they moved it upstairs, they only allowed mainstream media in the upstairs area. And the bloggers and the residents was supposed to be downstairs, which I'm assuming that happened from what I was told. And then also what's crazy, they didn't even let the employees come upstairs. Like, make that make sense. So the only persons that was in this room was the board and also the mainstream media. And this time, since they saw Super Mayor was coming, everybody want to change how we moving. So they allowed all these individuals in the upstairs area where we're supposed to conduct our business. Because remember, we're here to handle the business, not let the business handle us. So when they changed the layout of the security plan, that was very concerning to me, alarming. Because I feel that everything that happened at that last meeting was premeditated. It was already planned. It was already a setup. The trustees are involved in everything, yes. Your new trustees, Stephanie, Carmen, and Chris. So y'all can get on news, lie, and do all what you want, but everybody's involved in the scrutiny that happened at the last meeting with all these chaos agents. So they put these same individuals in the same room where I was supposed to be at. Now imagine, I keep telling y'all, I have a 5-year-old daughter. I want to go home to my baby, period. So I'm not here to play the game, be a show for people. I put things on the agenda to take care of the people, period. But when they don't handle the business, that's what you guys are missing. You're missing that they are not voting for anything for you, residents. It was several different things on the agenda today to be taken care of, whether it was bills, it was a budget. I don't know what's going on with everybody not wanting to pass a budget, right? Nobody wants to pass a budget. We've been talking about a budget for over a year. And now we on to the new year for a new budget for the second year. So that's two budget cycles that has not been approved, passed, nothing. People just playing with y'all at this point. Remember, if you're a business owner, you know you got a budget for every little thing. And they don't want to pass the budget. Ask yourself why. When you got majority, just pass. Write whatever you want in it and be done with it already. The other issue is, remember how I tried to explain to you guys about the 100% property tax refund? Remember how I told you about that? That I wanted to give you money because we got a surplus over here? Tell me why at the last meeting, this is how I tell y'all don't pay attention. And that's why I say, let me educate you. Why they just raise your property taxes? Raise your property taxes. Guess what? By 4%. Y'all didn't even know that, did y'all? So Thornton Township, be prepared, be ready, because the Board of Trustees raised your property taxes for no reason, because we got money here. I'm trying to give you $2.2 million that they keep voting down. And for those that don't understand what I'm saying or don't believe me for whatever reason, please FOIA it. Just do a Freedom of Information Act, and you will see who voted to increase your property taxes where there's no need. A lot of you guys are hurting, and that's the purpose of why I said I wanted to give you a property tax refund. And as I explained it before, it's 100% never been done in the history of Thornton Township. So that means if you paid into property taxes here at Thornton Township, which is only 5 cents of every dollar, you get back whatever you paid into. So it was $100, you get $100 back. If it's $300, you get $300 back. If it was $0, you get nothing. That's how it went. And that's just a little fraction. Just so you know, the bulk of your property taxes come from the city or village that you live. Everybody on the call when you're on live. You know how it goes. So I just wanted you to know that, understand that, so you'll know how to answer your own questions. The next things on the agenda is for the staff to receive bonuses. As you guys may not know, they used to give bonuses out here at Thornton Township. This was before I became supervisor. I haven't been giving not one bonus out. So this year, I think the residents, which is the employees, deserve a bonus. They worked hard. We got surpluses, and we can afford it. So I just wanted to alleviate some of their pain, their struggle that they're going through, especially with inflation. Look at food costs when you're going to grocery store for a carton of eggs, a gallon of milk, stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. So I wanted to make sure that we made a way for them, especially when the trustees didn't show up for over 9 board meetings. 9, I think 10 now. 10 board meetings in county, and basically gridlocked the government. So therefore, residents couldn't get to the doctor, our buses was down. All these things happen, guys, but what you need to understand is who is doing it. I don't care what the media telling you. I've been showing you, I make videos, you can FOIA it, you can see everything that people are doing here at Thornton Township. So I just want to clear that up so you understand and you hear from me, and you can FOIA it to get the truth, and it's in black and white. So when they did that, unfortunately, the lawyers was telling me to lay everybody off. Tiffany, you got to lay everybody off. They can't stay because the building can't be open. They didn't even vote for the insurance. That's how stupid they are, right? I never seen a group of people that run a multi-million-dollar operation not handle the business. I never saw that ever in my life. I don't care who you don't like, what you don't like, you handle the business. So when you don't handle the business, it starts crumbling the infrastructure. And that's exactly what started happening here at Thornton Township. Because you got people that's trying to rerun for election, just so y'all understand what I'm saying to you. Trying to rerun for election, basically gridlocking your services here at Thornton Township. So if you needed food at the food pantry, they didn't have no food on the shelf. That's how bad it was. We couldn't even deliver food to our seniors. Our seniors that we do every day on a regular basis, we was taking them food. They were struggling. They was crying. It just hurt my heart because I couldn't let them be. So I go to the grocery store, spend my own money, and buy food for them because I just don't think people should allow people to sit there hungry. If you got it, you can miss a meal, go give it to them. Help them. Because some people live here and their family might live in another state. Or some people drop their family members off in these senior homes, oh my God, and don't go see them. So I am their family. So you can understand why they love Tiffany Henry, because I'm their family when others are not.
With what we've been through and how easily we saw it is to abuse the system, I think it's important that the residents pay attention and continue to pay attention and continue to hold people accountable.
Despite it all, the spending, a questionable cancer charity, an ongoing FBI investigation, and even a brawl at a board meeting, Henyard still has her supporters.
I think she's doing what men have been doing for years as far as her security and all those things. She needs that.
She give back to the community, so, I mean, what more can people ask for?
And Tiffany Henyard vows the show will go on.
You told us on Election Day we haven't heard the last of you. What's next for you?
It's a lot next for me. Stay tuned.
The FBI is still tuned in. Sources say agents have visited several of Henyard's allies at home in recent weeks, looking for information and cooperation. As for the 6-figure township supervisor's salary, it was 6 times higher than the leaders of Illinois' other largest townships, but it will be reduced to just over $50,000 per year when the new supervisor takes over in mid-May. Some of the other allowance perks, they'll remain in place. Ben Bradley, WGN Investigates.
Or come to shop.
Why you call it politics?
Because the saying goes, if you can trick them, you can beat them.
Yes. Yeah. I like that. Now that you're here to the city, what's your take on the political vibe in Atlanta?
It's kind of quiet. From where I come from, everything's fast track. Here it's a little slower, so it's a little too slow for my taste. I'm kind of used to the fast, upbeat. I don't really see anybody, so I'm kind of new to that. I'm used to politicians like myself, always in your face, always on the street, always being one with the people.
Right.
That's what I'm used to. But here, it's like that hidden nerd. They don't barely come outside. I don't know. I don't run into them nowhere.
You don't. Okay, so you haven't seen any of the politicians outside, even with the past election we just had.
Nobody came to the doors. I didn't see any of that. So I don't know if your structure is different as it relates to y'all text and email only or sending out mailers. But I don't see no boots on the ground. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to boots on the ground.
Oh, you don't see boots on the ground?
I do not.
I did see Andre do something with the, I don't want to misquote on what he did, but he was outside for a few events. But I think they were more in the downtown, like right in the heart of Atlanta. Now, as for like the outskirts of the other cities, your Decatur, your Stockbridge, your Riverdale, your College Park, those political figures, I don't know if they are putting their boots on the ground. But I will say, Andre Dickens be on it. Yeah. I can't speak for anybody else, but have you met him yet? What's your thoughts on Mr. Dickens?
I met him in the past when I was the super mayor. I was the mayor and the supervisor of Thornton Township. Good guy, down to earth, but he already have a base.